guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome. My name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. Today is Sample Saturday. I have all my samples here, although I think I messed up and I put a couple of them in my empties. So my samples are a little off, but I finished them and I thought that I had talked about them, but then when I was typing them up after I filmed my empties, I'm filming out of order. I realized, oh, I didn't use those in this month, the month prior, but that's okay. So we're going to start, well, before I get started, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you are using up. Have you found any good samples? Let me know down below. Let me know how you think I'm doing with my sample use. Let's start with the samples that I'm still currently using. So first up is Supergoop. This is Unseen Sunscreen. This is like a silicone, almost like a silicone primer sunscreen. And I've been using it on, I don't know why I was losing my voice. I've been using this on my neck and chest and it's nice. It's not, I don't know if I necessarily want to go out and purchase this. It's fine as long as I keep getting free samples of it. I am happy with that. This doesn't expire till 2027, so it will definitely be used up before the expiration date. Then I have this Too Cool for School all-in-one egg mellow cream. I used to really love this. This is a firming moisturizer, and I hadn't used it for a while, and I've kind of run through a lot of this stuff that I brought. I had brought this to use on my face, but I ended up using it on my neck and chest instead, just because I needed some more moisturizers, and I still really like this, and I should probably test it out on my skin with my foundation and stuff that I'm using. So I like that one. Then I'm using the Clinique Moisture Surge Eye 96-hour Hydro Filler Concentrate. It's like a serum, so I've been layering this at night underneath another eye cream, just trying to get rid of it. I have a few of these like serum type ones or gels, so it's fine. Would I buy it? No, because I don't feel like it's something I need. And then the last thing I'm still working on is from Shiseido. This is the Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream. I've been using this during the day. Don't have it on today because I left it to film. I had to put it away or else I wouldn't remember it to bring it. It's nice. Is it groundbreaking? No, but it's a good eye cream. And so, yeah. A lot of just like, they're good, but nothing I feel like compelled to go out and buy. Except maybe the Too Cool for School. On to the empties, the things that I have used up. We're going to start with like body care. This is the Ahava Mineral Shower Gel. And this had a pleasant smell to it. It's not as aquatic as some of the other Ahava products, but I did not really love the formula on this. It's a thinner consistency. I felt like I got 2 uses out of this. I had a little bit left, but not enough for a 3rd use. And this feels like a pretty good size. This is a 1.3 ounce. So I feel like I should have gotten at least 3 full, but with how thin the formula was, I didn't feel like I got that. So no, I wouldn't purchase that for sure. This one was interesting. This is from Manna Kadar. This came in my Ipsy last month. The Exfoliating Cream Body Scrub of refreshing fragrance of pomegranate. And it says sea minerals on it. And this basically felt like I had, I was so nervous. I couldn't get the seal off of it. It was just like I had to cut the seal around it. And then I was worried that I was going to cut my fingers because, you know, you're scooping it out and you have a rough edge of the metal, and I luckily didn't, but I was very conscious of that. This felt like you had a little bit of exfoliation, but in a lotion. It felt like I was putting a lotion on with some scrub in it. So I felt like I could make this by taking a little bit of apricot scrub and then putting it in a lot of lotion. And so maybe like 1 part scrub to 4 or 5 parts lotion. That's what this was. This was enough for 1 body. Like I used it on my body and it used it all up. So this was a 35 ml. No, I wouldn't purchase that either. Then we have from Origins, this is the Hydrating Body Souffle with Phyto Powered Complex. It has kind of a citrusy type scent. It was nice. Would I purchase from Origins. Probably not, because I know this is going to be really expensive, but it was a nice lotion, just expensive. Then we have a sunscreen I used on my arms. This is the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. This was fine. I feel like there's a lot in here that I did not get out, which annoyed me. And look at that. Like, I still have some, so my ankles, my wrists will get a little bit of sun protection. I liked the formula. It was sticky, but after about like 20 minutes, it did soak in. So I think this is supposed to be for your face, which, you know, I would not use because it would take so long for it to set before I could put on makeup over the top of it. So not my favorite in that regard, but a good one if you wanted to use it for your body. I just think it's probably expensive. And I found some other ones that I kind of like a little bit more for the body anyway. All right, let's talk foil packets for skincare. I have 3 of these Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Magic Cream. So I have 2 that were in these little cards with those little packs. And then I had a 3rd one here. I do really like this one. It has been working really well with the primer and foundation I'm currently using. So I'm using the Smashbox foundation. Don't ask me what it is. It's one that I picked up at the cosmetic company store. This is the 2nd bottle I've had of it. And I remember really liking it before. I was struggling a little bit with a couple of the other moisturizers I have. But it seems to be working well with this. And then I'm trying to use up my Becca primer, not the purple one, the other one. And that combination with this is working well. So once I run out of my Charlotte's Magic Cream, I might be in a little trouble. The other one it worked really well with was the It Confidence in a Cream. I did buy 2 of these during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty because these were 50% off, and I really like this as a moisturizer. I just feel like it's been really helpful with my makeup and kind of evening out my combination skin, and so it doesn't look as cakey on my different areas. So yeah, I like it anyway. I also quite enjoyed this. This is the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. Good moisturizer. I've had this in the past. It is a clean product, so you have to use it very quickly, which is not my favorite thing. I'd rather have the preservatives in there and it lasts longer, and I know it's not going to go bad. But that's me. Then we have Dermalogica Stabilizing Repair Cream. I used another one of these earlier this year, and it's a nice enough cream. Nothing special, but I used it on my neck and chest and it was fine. Or maybe I used it at night. Might have been my night moisturizer. Then we have the Lancome Clarifique Pro Solution Refining Brightening with 10% PHA niacinamide and French Beach Bud Extract. It was a fine serum. I used it on my neck and chest because I was like, just not a lot there. Finished 2 serums from Shiseido. I love this. This is the Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate. It smells lovely. It's just a really nice serum. Would I purchase it? I think it's really expensive, so no. And I have like at least a dozen more of these, so I'm good. I like it as a neck and chest, and I feel like it's good. I noticed when I took a shower last, which was yesterday, because I usually shower every other day, I was getting like my skin was looking a little red, so I need to pay more attention to my chest and what I'm putting on it, be a little bit more gentle, I think. Then we have a cleanser. I did not like this cleanser at all. This is from Liz Earle, which I had never heard of before this. This was a Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser. Yes, you're supposed to take the muslin cloth that came with it and use it. I did not. I didn't feel like I needed it. So this has rosemary, chamomile, cocoa butter, and eucalyptus. I think it was the eucalyptus because this stung my skin. I put it on and I was like, this burns, and I was rinsing it off immediately. And then I did use it earlier this month, not in the past week. So I might still be having residual problems with this, but no, I did not like this. It stung my skin, and I do not like a stinging, like not a good stinging, you know. It wasn't like an active, it was like a reaction. Another type of cleanser, this is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. This was a fine cleansing balm. Nothing super exciting. I felt like I used quite a bit of it. So not as good as Clinique or Pharmacy. Those are kind of my two favorite cleansing balms. But rinsed off like those did, unlike some of the other ones that you definitely need to rinse off and do a double cleanse. It rinsed it off well. Then we have from Strivectin, this is the Anti-Wrinkle SD Advanced Intensive Moisturizing Concentrate for Wrinkles and Stretch Marks. It was a fine moisturizer. I used it a little bit on my face at night, but mostly as a neck and chest moisturizer. No, I wouldn't purchase it. Then we have the CEO Afterglow Brightening Vitamin C Cream from Sunday Riley. I do really love the scent of this. Now it's smelling a little bit like vetiver, a little grassy, but it's a nice moisturizer. I have purchased it in the past. I don't know if I would purchase it again. I feel like there's a couple other ones that I like just a little bit more, but happy to have that one. This one I will never purchase because it is hella expensive. This is Creme de la Mer by La Mer. It's a little tiny one. This is the moisturizing cream, just teeny tiny. I do really like this as a moisturizer. Sometimes in the past it's worked well as a daytime moisturizer under makeup. It was not working well with what I'm currently trying to use up. So I ended up using it as a night cream because I was using another moisturizer and it was breaking me out. So this one doesn't break me out like the Augustinius Bader one does. That one, I was having breakouts. I was like, oh, we're going to stop this one for a little bit. Final skincare before we get to fragrance. This is the Kopari Sun Shield Soft Glow Daily Face SPF 30. And this one was a tint-free one. I was trying to remember. I have some that have tints. I enjoyed this. I feel like it was a nice one. Once again, I used it on like my ears and my, like whatever you see here, because this is usually what I'm wearing. I'm bad. I don't use it usually on my face. I don't go out in the sun very much because I have allergies, and even with allergy pills, I still, like, my nose is running and I'm just not happy. So like the only time I'm really outside is when I'm in the car driving to work. So I feel like I'm okay. Anyway, yeah, finish that one. I don't know how it would perform under makeup though. I'm not sure what would be a good SPF that would not, because I feel like it's such a fine balance to not have cakey makeup. On to the fragrance samples. I have several. One that I absolutely love is Q by Dolce & Gabbana. This is just the original one. I like the original one. I love the next two that they put out. The Intense and the Parfum, I think is what it is now. But this one's nice. It's more like light blue, but with some cherry added to it. So it's a good one. Then we have two from Black Opium. These are both glitter. This is nice. I do get, it's a little softer than the original Black Opium. It's in the realm of like Intense or Nuit Blanche, I believe. Like in that, and those are ones that I do enjoy. So I like it. It's not a love for me. It's not one of my favorite flankers. It's probably right in the middle in terms of flankers. Viva La Juicy by Juicy Couture. This is my favorite fragrance, so I grabbed one of the samples. Usually I pass these along, and it was just really nostalgic to wear that, the caramel and the orange in there, and just really love it. Also really love Coach Love, which is a strawberry scent. It is really nice. I wore this, I layered this with my fragrance that I just finished, Elsa and Alicia, and that one was I was having some issues with it, so I layered it with this, and it worked well. Then we have Ralph Lauren Romance Intense. It's lovely. I really like the Romance. I don't wear them a ton. I do have like small bottles of like several of them, and they're nice. I don't know why I don't reach for them more, but it's a nice kind of fall winter type scent to me. And then I had Casablanca by Brown Girl Jane. I don't remember anything about this. Like, I remember it was fine. It was I did the first impressions on it, and I liked this one well enough to wear it, but nothing really stood out to me when I was wearing it that made me think like, ooh, I really want to buy this one. Or yeah. So that's for 7 fragrance samples. My goal was to use like 1 a week, so almost doubled that. I wish I had done one more, but that's it for my samples. Let me know how you think I did. Have you tried any of these? What are your thoughts and opinions on what I have been using? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time. Bye.